Another state where it's just razor-thin margin and votes still being counted in Nevada. Let's bring us up to speed on the very latest from that critical state. Nevada's Attorney General Aaron Ford. Mr. Attorney General, thanks very much for joining us on ABC News Live.
My pleasure to be here.
And so just give us the breakdown, as we say. Where does the vote in your state, in Nevada, stand right now, and how's the count going?
Well, first, indulge me and let me say that I want to say that I'm incredibly proud of Nevada's elections this year. All the evidence, whether it's been presented in court or otherwise, shows that our state has conducted a free, fair, safe, and secure election, and that Nevadans have been able to exercise their constitutional rights to vote during this pandemic. And I also want to say that we should be given commendations and not condemnations to our elections workers who are doing yeoman's work right now to ensure that this vote is correct. To your question where we are, though, Nevada is still counting mail ballots that were collected on or after Election Day, so long as they were postmarked by Election Day. This includes a lot of votes from mail ballots that were dropped off at polling places on Election Day. It includes votes that from those who were registered on Election Day through the same-day voter registration process, and it includes provisional ballots. And so those are being counted right now, and we expect daily updates.
And when do you expect the process to be completed? We've heard today from Clark County that the votes will be counted into the weekend?
Well, there's a requirement that by November 12th, they have to be done. And I've heard the Clark County registrar say that he intends to have it done, obviously, by then. But people are working around the clock, counting these ballots to ensure that every lawful vote that was cast is also being counted.
Absolutely. And in Nevada, so many places around the country, right across the country, as you say, the work of those election workers is so admirable, and we're lucky to have them doing it. Now, you are really in the spotlight right now. Such an important state, so close. Voters around the country, around the world, they're awaiting these results. And as you might expect, they're having some fun with Nevada on social media. We're going to take a look at a little bit of these memes that are out there from Zootopia. Just one of the examples of the memes that popped up, that sloth that works very slowly in the DMV there, and people are, having fun, but they're also wondering, getting anxious naturally because they're on one side or the other. What do you say to all this attention and how Nevada's coming out in it?
Well, my friend Bakari Sellers tweeted about it, and I told him he ain't right about that. We're doing the best we can out here. Listen. It's going to take some time. It's taken longer than normal because this year, every active registered voter in our state received a mail-in ballot. Most voters chose to use that mail-in ballot. And so processing them is going to take time because our elections officials must ensure that no person casts more than one vote. And counting has taken also time. It's also taken time for our count because we have many safeguards in place to prevent voter fraud, such as signature verification and unique barcodes. And so we are determined to ensure that we continue our streak of fair, safe, and secure elections out here. And I want to, again, commend our election workers for ensuring that.
And I think this election, with everybody watching, it's a lesson for us all on the process. But let me turn to a serious matter. The Trump campaign is talking about legal action. They want the counting of ballots in Nevada to stop, claiming that dead people have had votes counted, that people voted in Clark County had moved out of Clark County. Are you looking at those accusations? Have there been those kinds of problems?
We have heard this before. We've seen the Trump administration in court 3 times, and we've defeated him 3 times. If they file a lawsuit on this, we will likewise defeat them. But let me be clear. On the inside of the voting process or counting process, we have our election workers looking for fraud to ensure that it's not occurring. And if it does, my office will prosecute it, as we have already once before, or in the midst of doing from the 2016 election. We, again, need to ensure that we have a fair, safe, and secure election. And voter fraud, albeit minimal, is something that we will absolutely take seriously.
All right. Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford will be watching like the whole world. Thanks very much for being with us.